Hey there, Jamie Smith with CF Pro Tools, and in this video I want to show you how to use the CF FB Total Track script to actually fire the standard Facebook Pixel purchase event with the order total that's accumulated on the order confirmation page. Now this script works by installing the add-on onto your order confirmation page, and it's important that it be on the order confirmation page because the order confirmation page is the only page in ClickFunnels where it actually shows a line item for each product that is purchased, and we'll go through and show the product name and the product price. It also requires some configuration. I should say it doesn't require configuration, but I'll walk through and show you where you can configure it and why you would configure it to meet your specific needs. So let's just jump into it right now. And so the first thing is we'll talk about the funnel setup in those places where you'll want to configure it with your own data and your own products and your own prices so that the total price is accurate. And so I've got a funnel built here. This is just a simple funnel with an order form and an order confirmation page and a thank you page. Thank you page doesn't get seen in the funnel, it's just there because it comes out of the box. And so on this order form, I'm going to pull up a preview real quick. I've got a couple of other CF Pro Tools add-ons that you'll see. I've got the CF cart mode so that you can select multiple products and multiple prices. I've also got the CF order summary script so that we can actually see this order summary with an order total, and then we actually have multiple line items here, and so you'll see a line item for each one with quantities and prices and totaled up. And so this total here is based on the price here. One thing that we'll notice is that in this first line item, it doesn't actually show a price. It just says free plus shipping and handling because we've got this set with a price display override to show just text. This is where we need to configure the script, the add-on, the custom JavaScript, so that the Facebook Pixel will know how to correctly add up the total of the product purchases. So I'll step through and show you what that looks like inside ClickFunnels, and we'll step through and show you how to configure that for the script so that everything works properly. So this will be the same configuration for the order summary as it will be for the Facebook Pixel to fire. So let's jump in and take a quick look. And so on this one, I want to show you the products. So the products are on the order form page. We'll look at the products, and we'll see in this one we have 3 products, and the one is shows the price as free plus SNH. Now if we look at this product and we click the edit link, then we'll see the price, the amount is set to $7.99. That's what's actually going to get charged for this product when it gets added to the order. But we have the price display override set to be free plus SNH. Excuse me, for free plus shipping and handling. So if all we did was just go in and not configure these scripts to actually set a price properly, there would be no way for the scripts to figure out what the price should be on this product, so they just ignore it. So I'm going to show you how to configure the script so it can add $7.99 properly to the actual order total. And so the other 2 products we have set as properly as just $19.99 with no price display override. We don't really need to worry about configuring those, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyways just so everything is there in one place. So, and then the important page here is the order confirmation page. And in this page, I'm going to jump into the editor real quick, and I'm going to show you one thing. You can set your Facebook Pixel. If you want to fire the purchase event, you need to make sure that your Facebook Pixel is actually installed on the page. There are 2 ways you can do that. You can do that on the page itself, so you can go to settings and tracking codes, and you can put your Facebook Pixel in the header or the header custom tracking like I have here. Or if you want to have it fire on every page, which is most often the case, where you want that page view pixel, that just the base Facebook Pixel to fire on every page in your funnel, then you can actually go into the settings for the funnel and set the pixel to be in your head tracking code. And so that's where you would normally put this code. In this case, just for testing, I just want to show you that we could put it in the page as well, but you would normally put it here in this head tracking code. You just need to make sure it's in one place or the other, not both. We don't want it firing multiple times. You just want to put it in one place or the other. So let's go into our order confirmation page now, and we can see this is the default order confirmation page template. There's nothing been changed on this page. The only thing that's been changed is I've added some custom script, and I'm going to jump into my code editor here, and I'm going to show you what we changed about that script. So we can see first off, this top section here, this is just our configuration. So when you grab the code out of the members area down below this video, you will have a default template laid out, and it'll probably be exactly this code or something similar. And I want to highlight what these things are. First off, they should be fairly obvious. You've got a funnel ID, and the way you can grab that is by looking at the funnel. And I'm just going to open up another ClickFunnels tab here real quick, so we can grab our funnel ID. So I am on this order summary demo funnel. And so what I want to grab is the funnel ID. So if you look in your URL at the app.clickfunnels.com/funnels/3429366, this number is our funnel ID. And we really just want a unique number. The reason to have this number is because this funnel ID is going to be used to create a local variable in your browser that says, hey, this Facebook pixel has already fired, so don't fire it again. Otherwise, you'll get multiple conversions for the same visitor if they come back and refresh that confirmation page, or they come back, you send them a link and they go back to the confirmation page multiple times. We don't want that pixel to fire every time they view the page, or you'll get multiple conversions counted, and we don't want that. So we're going to set a local variable, and we just use this funnel ID to make that variable unique. That way you can have multiple funnels and have the same person may visit multiple different funnels, and you want those visitors visiting different funnels to actually fire the conversion. You just don't want it to fire multiple times within the same funnel. So that's why we set that funnel ID here. And then the next one is we set up, we actually called the prod prices array. And so we've got and this is called an object. This is a JavaScript object. This curly bracket structure with these product IDs. That's what these numbers represent here, are the product IDs of a product inside of ClickFunnels. And then another set of curly brackets within there with these what are called properties: name, price, keyword, and then their values. So the name is testing product 1, the price is $7.99, the keyword is testing product 1. Or in this case, the keyword is 2. In this case, the keyword is 3. And what the keyword does in this instance is how the script is going to find the product on your order confirmation page. So in the case where if in the instance of CF Pro Tools, for example, my keywords really could be monthly and annual. That's the big difference between the two products that could show up on the confirmation page. And that's my keyword that identifies, hey, one product versus the other product. It's how the script will decide which price to use. Because we don't actually have the product ID on the order confirmation page. All we have is the product name. So in the scenario where these product names are almost exactly the same, you could just use the entire product name if you wanted to as the keyword, and it will search for that within that line item. So when we look at our order confirmation page, if we go back here and just do a quick, I'm just going to do a quick preview here. If we look at this, this is going to show this line item, and this will be changed to the actual product. So we can see, that will actually change when you add products to that page. So that's what's going to show up here. Is going to be the product name that you have inside of ClickFunnels. And let me just jump in and look at these products. So we'll look at this products tab. So you would see this testing product 1 would be the name that shows on the confirmation page. And so we want that, to basically be able to find that product so we can pick the correct price. So what we need to do in this setup is actually go in and grab our product ID, and we can do that by going to each product and hovering over their edit product link. And if you look in your status bar, which is the little box down at the very bottom left of the browser, you can see it there if you just want to remember it. What I like to do is actually right click on the edit link and do copy link address, and then I open up a new browser bar and I paste that in there. And then the product ID is actually going to be after the clickfunnels.com/products. It's going to be this number right here. 776236 is our product ID on this one. So I just copy that number, and then I close out that little tab, and then I go back into my editor, and then I paste that 776236 into the product ID here, and this is called the index for this object here. And then I go ahead and I set my name, price, and keyword values. And again, the name is just going to be the name of the product. This is just for reference. It doesn't actually get used anywhere, but it's just there for reference. So it's best if it matches the name of the product inside ClickFunnels. And then the price, again, should match what the real price is, what's being charged for that product inside of ClickFunnels. So you want to make sure that that matches. And if you change prices for some reason, make sure you go back and update your script to reflect that new price. Otherwise, your Facebook pixel will continue to fire with whatever price is set here in your configuration data. And then the keyword, again, is just what's going to be used to try and find when the script fires on this confirmation page. It's going to look for the keyword value on each line for each product. And if it finds that keyword, it's going to say, okay, I found my keyword, so I have this product. Here's the price to add to the total. For this line, and it's going to do that on every line item that's on the confirmation page. So you just want that to be something that's unique about that product name. So your product, so even if it's, everything about the product name is the same except for the last little bit, you can use like this, the entire product name, or in this instance, the 2 is unique and the 3 is unique for these 2 products. So we can use those as the keyword. It just needs to be something unique about that particular product name on the order confirmation page. And then we just need to duplicate that same process for the next 2 products. So again, we just jump in and take a look at our products. We grab the product ID, grab that here, 776238, and paste that in here, and then we set the name, we set the price, and we set the keyword that's going to uniquely identify this product on the confirmation page. And we do that same thing for the 3rd product. And then the script down below just references the actual FB Total Track JavaScript from the CF Pro Tools server, and it installs it on your page. So there's nothing you need to change there. So it's super simple, and this allows me to keep that script up to date for you, so you don't have to make any changes. So, and then all we need to do is copy all of this configuration and the little script include down below. We're going to copy all of that. We're going to go into our order confirmation page, go into settings, and then tracking codes. And you'll see I've actually already got this one installed on the footer custom tracking. That's where we want it. So we're going to delete everything out of there. So if you're starting blank, that's great. If you've got other scripts for some other reason, just add a couple new lines and then paste it in down below. And so we're going to go ahead and paste this in. And we can see everything went in there. We've got our configuration data, and we've got our little script include. And we're going to go ahead and save this page. Okay, so we've got our order confirmation page saved. And now we're going to go back in. And I want to actually go back in, and I want to open up this page, and I'm going to run through the funnel, do a test order, and I'm going to show you how it fires and what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my order form, and I'm going to right click on this here, and I'm going to open this link in an incognito window so that we've got fresh cookies, we get everything fires like normal. I am in test mode here, so we can see that. And so I want to just run through and show you how this works. So the first off is I want to show you if we add this this product here. We know this one is a $7.99 product. Even though we don't have a price here, we see because the order summary has the little configuration that's configured to set our price, then we get that added here. And then we can go in and add, say we want to add a couple of testing product too. So now we get a total of $47.97 added here. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in an email address, CF Pro Tools. And I always make these unique, so I'm going to do 0+01. It's the 24th of January as of the recording of this, -2, gmail.com. And then you can use all 4242s, or you can copy this number here and use that. I always just use the 4242. And then 1, 2, 3. and then let's do 20, and then we're going to go ahead and do complete order. Now, one thing that I'll point out here real quick is that I'm doing an incognito window, but I have enabled the Facebook Pixel Helper Chrome extension to actually be able to work on my incognito window. And so that's what I have here. Right now you'll notice it's gray. There are no Facebook pixels on the order form because I have it just on my confirmation page. But we'll notice when we click complete order, we'll get our confirmation page. It loads. I have 3 line items, one for my quantity 1 of testing product 1, and then I have testing product 2 and testing product 2 because I actually added 2 of those to my order. So I should have a $7.99 and a $19.99 and a $19.99. And so if I could look up here now, I can see that my Facebook Pixel Helper tells me that 2 Facebook pixels have fired. And if I click this, it's going to tell me the same thing. I've got a page view fire and I've got a purchase fire. And if I expand this down, we'll see that my value for my purchase fire was set to $47.97 and my currency was set to US dollars. And so this shows us that yes, everything fired. It added up our total properly and it fired it off to Facebook to let us know that a conversion was made and the total of that conversion was $47.97. And so I also want to show you real quickly what happens on the browser side. So if we go into inspect at this page and go, and this is in Chrome, it'll be slightly different inside of Firefox, but it'll be similar. Inside of Chrome, if we go to application, and I want to look at the local storage, and then inside of local storage, you'll have your domain or your page. So this is rapidfire.clickfunnels.com. That's my subdomain. You'll notice that's in the URL bar. That's the one we want to look at. So if I click that, then we'll see there are a few things that are stored here. One of those being the email gets stored, and then you'll notice this 3429366 underscore CF order total. That's a variable that I set from the script that stores the actual dollar value of the order total. That gets created by the script, and then we have this 3429366 FBQ purchase fired, and that's set to true. This is the one that says, hey, tells the Facebook Pixel that this is already fired, so don't fire again. If this is set to true, then it, the value of true, then it will not fire a second time, so you don't get multiple conversions for the same purchase. So that keeps your numbers a little more accurate. They're never going to be 100% accurate, but it keeps them a little more accurate that way. So that's what's actually going on behind the scenes. And so let's just go in and actually, we're going to clear this out, and I'm going to show you how this works. If you don't want to set up these, say you use $19.99, all your products just use the normal pricing. You're not worried about this. The ones that have products set up like this, we're using your price display override. Just everything has a normal price set, and you're not using your price display override. If we go in and do that, we really don't have to have this CF prod prices. We can just get rid of that. Get rid of it entirely. We want to leave our funnel ID because that's how we uniquely identify this funnel. So we've got that set. If for some reason you don't set that, the script will actually set a default for you of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it'll be set to your domain. Just know that if you have multiple funnels on the same domain, they may cross over and hit that same event and same variable for that visitor. Say you have the same domain, multiple funnels, and the same customer comes through each of those funnels, then you may not have fire a purchase event. Probably not going to happen all that often, but it could happen. So that's why we build it to allow for that. But if we were to just save this and copy this entire script, and now let's go in and go ahead and modify our order confirmation page. And we're going to go ahead and click Edit Page. And now I'm going to go back into my tracking codes. I'm going to go into my photo custom tracking. I'm going to highlight all that. I'm going to wipe it out. I'm going to paste in this new one. This one doesn't have all that configuration data. It just has the funnel ID, and it has the include for the Facebook tracker script. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And we're going to go back in. We're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to see that our order total is calculated slightly differently. So we want to go into order form. And we're going to go in, we're going to open this in an incognito window. And this time I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I want to add one of my free plus shipping and handling, which is a $7.99 total. But remember, I don't have a value here. I don't have an actual dollar value, so I can't calculate that. I've got it configured for my order summary, but I don't have it configured for the Facebook purchase tracker. And so let's go ahead and set this to, we're going to go ahead and add two of these. Let's add one of these, actually, and one of these. So now we've got one of each for a total of, again, of $47.97 for the total order. We've got it configured for our order summary so it shows properly, but we haven't done that for our Facebook purchase pixel. But let's go ahead and fill in our email address, 012417. This is the third test of this, so I'm going to put -3 gmail.com. And again, if we copy this number, then we can just paste it in there. That's our test number, and that's how Stripe knows that we're doing a test transaction. And we'll go ahead and click complete order. And then on this one, we get, again, our 3 products. We purchased 1, 2, 3. We had an order total of $47.97, but in this one, again, we don't have an actual price on the page, and we didn't configure any pricing data for our script. And so we'll take a look at our Facebook Pixel Helper. It still tells us 2 fired, and so we'll take a look at those, and we see purchase, but this time we see a value of $39.98. Okay, so what that $39.98 is these two, because there was a price and we didn't configure anything else, it went ahead and grabbed the price from the page itself. And so it can only find 2 legitimate number prices, so it added those 2 together, and that's what it set as the order total. So it did try the best that it could to get the order total. So if you don't configure your order data, and say you're just selling t-shirts or you're selling physical products and you're displaying the actual price on your order confirmation page, then it will total up just fine. You don't have to go through and do all the configuration. But if you've got an odd scenario where you want to add some text, whether it says, $29.99 monthly, that will kind of mess things up. So this will actually, allow this to kind of work a little bit better for you. So you've got some control, but if you don't want to use it, then it will work as hard as it can for you. So hopefully that all makes sense. Hopefully you find this super useful, and I think this will make a big, big difference. When you're doing this and you're passing this purchase conversion pixel over to Facebook and you're passing a value across, then Facebook will definitely be able to better optimize your ads if you're using Optimize for Conversions, because they are actually counting those conversions based on the traffic that's going through your ad spend. And the higher your value in conversions, the better they are going to be able to automatically optimize the traffic that they're sending you based on those conversions. So this will definitely help. So throw it in there. If you have any questions, make sure and reach out to me. But I hope you like this, and I'll talk to you again real soon.